Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Inkbound. We're going to be trying to do a single run today, so this is going to be a longer episode. We're going to be going back in as the Weaver so that we can really try and tick off these, get a bit more progress on this one and tick off the magic damage as the Weaver. There are other things that we can do at the same time, such as try and get the Rosy Thorn for gaining Spiked, and of course defeating the Burrowers. So there's plenty of different bits that we can explore, but it is going to be another Weaver run. So without further ado, the only thing we might want to consider is... Oh, hello. Needless. Seems you've become the binder to speak to if you need things done. Been accomplishing tasks for everyone left and right. Well, I sure hope you've been getting paid in kind. Can't all be generous enough to be giving out aspects, I figure, but those vestiges you've been getting still pack a punch. Plenty of them to get to, since we've all got the threads of them lying around. Thing is, these story relics are useless to anyone without a quill. Can't manifest them in the inkwell without one. So better to hand them off while they're useful than hold on to a little bit of nothing. Well, I mean, that's an idea, at least. Okay, so we know we're going to want to be going for the Thorn. We've got a key, so we can unlock something else. So maybe bonus pincushion set. Feels reasonable. Shield wall will show up in binding drafts, so we can definitely give that. Yeah, let's try this. Equip this one, and we'll head in and do a quick dive. Now, despite the fact I'm going to try and do it all in one run, I am going to try and go through quite quickly, so it doesn't end up being massively over an hour for this episode. I agree, Kobold. I agree. Kobold has decided that he's going to assist us on this particular one. So, in terms of the quest, we need to go to the Silent Promenade, I think, and the Radiant Market at the same time. Let's just double check. Silent Promenade and the Radiant Market in a single run. Yes. So if we start with the Silent Promenade, the Radiant Market isn't in the others, so we know it should crop up in the second part of this. And we want to be doing Thornsy related stuff. Ooh, gaining a stack of Blair is pretty nice. It's only on the first turn though, and I don't really want to push for Ambush and 9 again. Yeah, let's go for the Brambled Dolos. Grab this, and over here in Augmenting a Binding, Critical Threads. I think that's pretty good. Feels like it's going to work well for us. We'll go for 2 Tarnished Vaults because we want to get the Thornsing as quickly as possible. And we'll see what we can do with these things. Okay, so brand new Weaver run. We can thread them up. I wonder, can we hit... We can hit 3 with 1. That's quite nice. That gives us quite a nice setup already. Stitching you is actually going to be really effective. So let's do that. I want this, but I'd like to get both of these killed if possible. Maybe constrict them. There we go. 1 turn and done. Okay, over here, gaining magic damage is something that we need. So 25 extra magic damage works quite nicely. And the Traitor's Dagger kind of feels like it would work well. because we're going to be trying to crit more with the extra threads. Okay. Shield wall makes a lot of sense because we are kind of reduced in our ability to move around, so this is going to be very handy for just giving us a little bit of defensive augmentation. We don't want to go to Carver's Refuge just yet. Sea Breach seems way too early. Free Binding Augment could be nice. We don't have enough to pay for that, but at least we get another potion. Potion of Power. That's alright. And over here, Lengthy Threads definitely is a good choice. Let's get that. So, Tarnished Vault and a Superior Vault. Ooh, hello, fishy. May as well consume you. What are we getting? Extra burn damage, poison damage, and bleed damage. It's not quite enough for us to be able to buy another augment, but we might be able to trace our way back after we're done with this. I would love to inflict Hex on you, but we don't have Hex yet. So let's look at who we can hit and what we can do. We can go smack there, smack on these two. Maybe if we reposition, no, we can get both of them. Let's do that while it's connected. And then when we reposition, we'll be able to get those three at the same time. And I say when we reposition because obviously we're going to reposition up this way. Okay, now we've got everyone together. We can... That's a pretty good stitch. That's going to kill two of them, hurt another significantly. Then we can constrict. And grab that. We do have a teeny bit of space that we can get away. And I think killing these two is our best bet. I thought we'd be able to get out of that, but not quite. It is so tight. Well, we're going to take 3 damage. 3 damage is not the worst. You kind of need to be the focus of this escapade. If I come down a bit, I do want to be able to get out, but I want to hit him as much as possible. Maybe we'll do it from this side. If we come up here, we can hit you 3. If I do a stitch on you, that's going to hit both of them, which is fine. And probably just thread our way through it as much as we can. He is going to try and run away, but we do have a crit there. And with the poison, he may end up dying. Let's grab that so we've got a bit more freedom to move around. Yeah, you know what? Just keep the focus on the treasure pot. And we'll back up slightly. We're going to take 1 damage. You know what? Come around to this way a little bit. So, pretty handy. It did die. I love that we've had Shield Wall, but we haven't actually used it yet. Get everyone bound up together. Nice stitch. That's a pretty good stitch, actually. Get a constrict on. Now we'll do a shield wall, so we're spiked up. step in a teeny bit closer, and I suppose seeing as there's only 2 of them, let's constrict them both. It does slightly more damage doing that. Constrict, grab this, constrict again, and then it's just about you, mate. Oh yeah, let's poison him up with some crit. Okay, we took a little bit of damage, but not too bad. 4 damage is definitely not the worst. Okay, we've got lots of money. So it might be worth us trying to roll for the thorns. On critting, gain a stack of blow. Only once a turn, though. Let's re-roll that. On your first turn, all bindings gain critical charge. That'd be good for getting a lot of poison out. So I do quite like that. Poison Thorn. Now I'm pretty certain it was the Poison Thorn we wanted. Using the Rosy Thorn. Okay. So this is not the Rosy Thorn. On hitting, inflict 2 stacks of poison. Yeah, right, it's the other one. Because we need spiked. Okay, made a mistake on that. Not a problem. Ooh. Cleave is always good fun. Let's grab that. And we're going to go back and see if we can spend on the rare augment. We can. Look at that. Defensive constrict, gain extra shield. Hexing threads is also pretty good. Because that will make them all take 30% extra magic damage if they survive through a round. It's quite a lot. Okay. Next up, the hovel. Do we need to go back to the hovel? Not specifically, but I think it's still probably preferable to the sea breach. So let's go and see what there is over here. Hello. No, you're just gonna have a thing. Okay. Well, we can afford to re-roll this once. On your turn, if you took no damage the previous turn, gain a critical charge on all bindings. This is really nice. And it's going to give us our second Reaver. So I'm actually going to go for that. And now we're playing dodge / keep away. Okay. Next up, Tarnish Vault and Uncommon Augment. What is the potion? Double damage. It's the same as what we've already got, so we'll leave it there. And there's a burrower for us to focus on. Okay. Cleave is actually a pretty big area. And seeing as it starts off with a crit charge, this is it's a really sensible opening move. We'll hit you. We'll grab that. Hit you. And hit you, which gives us controlled weaving. So we could lean in for the spiked, or we can stitch on the burrower, and that's going to crit damage them all and poison and everything. I really like that as a plan. Let's get out of the danger zone. Okay, next up. More critting, more poisoning. Let's constrict them both. More critting, more poisoning. We'll grab this. Let's stitch. Stitch is going to be probably most effective on the burrower to get more poison on it. We'll get a constrict. And then if we come to here, we can technically hit them both. But I'm going to shield wall to give us spiked for the rest. 40 stacks of poison is a lot of poison damage. And Cloak of the Conspirator is just giving us all these wonderful crit charges. I like it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I want to make sure we're not taking damage unnecessarily. Okay, constrict you all, and there we go. Victory is ours. Okay, let's do the augment first. Shielding cleave is kind of nice. Widened stitch though, I think this is the most useful one, because when we're stitching we want to be hitting everyone. And over here we can afford to do a little bit of re-rolling, but at this stage I don't know how... Yeah, we can afford to re-roll, so let's do it. Mossed Spyglass will give us more crit chance, just flat, and then maybe we can swap it out for something else in the future. Ooh, speaking of swapping it out, let's go to the Vestigial Shrine. So, up here, we definitely want to consider what we can destroy and get the benefit of. If we get rid of the Bramble Dolus, it's going to reduce our... Well, it's going to increase our bleed damage, but we're not really doing bleed damage except because of this. So that's not a super smart one to get rid of. Getting rid of the Outlawed Works allows us to preserve the magic damage while losing that movement penalty, which is pretty big, actually. Traitor's Dagger will no longer get the when critting inflict poison. Elmer's Whetstone will lose the critical charge on the first turn. Poison Thorn could be good. That would put us up to 3 Venomous and 2 Verdant. So that's our current preferable one. Let's do that. And then onto the Carver's Refuge. We can't afford anything here. Like, almost certainly nothing. By the Elusive Whisper. But no. Let's just leave. We can always potentially come back, but... Let's fight this Rhinferno and his friends. Okay, hitting all 3, that's good. Which means we only need to put that on you for the crits. We can constrict him for quite a lot, which will put more poison on. We can hit him again with another thread, which is even more critting. Let's grab this, and we can shield wall to help out a little. I'm just going to reduce our damage slightly, but not much. I think it's fine though. Okay, if we step a little bit this way, we can hit both of these guys. So that gives us controlled weaving. We can stitch on you, which will hit everyone, so that's more poison. So he's not quite in the transition yet. You know what, let's constrict him and blap him one time. Now he's in the transition. Let's move out of the range of the bombs. And I think we want to come down this way slightly. So that gets both of them. We get let's do the I really wish both of them had died on that. We'll do the constrict to get them killed. We can stitch him for more poison. That seems smart. Hit him. Hit him. We grab this, which gives us enough space to get out just about. Hit him one more time. And hide. This is going to give us nice critical charge. Oh, please. Come together, everyone. Yeah, just get them killed. Hit you. Strict you. Stitch you. That's 40 stacks of poison right there. If I go to here, we're still going to take some damage, but we can do a shield wall to help mitigate that. Because we're going to be able to heal up at the end of this anyway. Okay, I think we want to go over to... Let's try and be as far to the right as possible to preserve as much of our movement as we can. So we're in range to grab this. We can't quite get out of range of the charge, which is a bit of a shame. Constrict will kill them. So let's do that. At least we've got space to get out of most of the damaging area. Just keep hammering and hammering. I was really hoping for a crit there. 9 damage is not the worst. He's almost dead. So let's just constrict him and finish him off. We'll heal ourselves up quite nicely. Yeah, gaining max hit points after each combat is going to definitely help for the future. Okay, so first up, Ascending Cleave. Ooh. Before we ascend Cleave, we should have a look at our logbook. Because there are different ascensions for different things, right? So previously we've got Eviscerate, so we want to grab something other than Eviscerate. Hemorrhage seems cool. Oh, Serrated Sweep all around us, yeah. Let's do Serrated Sweep. And then Rending Cleave for extra bleed damage. That seems like it's going to be fun. Let's move on. Now, with our money, we could have gone back and bought some stuff at Carver's Refuge, but I think I'd rather just save it going forwards.
I think we've run out of things to talk about.
Have we? Okay. Let's get rid of the Moss Spyglass. It's going to keep our precision level as it is, but it's going to free up a bit of space for us on here. And I don't think we want to get rid of anything else at this stage, so that'll do for now. We need to go to the Radiant Market. And we do want to return to the Chronicler within the Radiant Market. As the Weaver, enter the Silent Promenade and Radiant Market. So that bit is done. Superior Vault, Heroic Vault. I like that. I also like getting extra Quillings. Strange mechanical cannon thing. Right. Serrated Sweep is a pretty big area. Look at that. So that's going to apply poison to everyone. Alternatively, we start off by binding people up. And then we do a serrated sweep. Then we grab this. And then constricting is not going to kill everyone, but that's going to do a lot of damage right there. Alternatively, we move out of the area. These aren't going to actually hurt us. So let's stay where we are. We'll do the switch. Sorry, the stitch, not the switch. Move out of danger. Okay, let's bind them up once again. So, one hit on you. One hit on both of you. We'll constrict you all together. That gives lots of poison. And we could shield wall to not have to worry about a lot of stuff. Can we reach that from here? Not quite. If we get a little close, you know what? Let's do the shield wall first. Then we get a teeny bit closer. Grab that. That gives us space to move out of most of the danger. Decent constrict. We'll hit the both of you. And we're taking no damage. We're going to be able to do another serrated sweep this turn. Bind you two up. Bind you two. That gives us controlled weaving. Constrict will give everyone lots of poison. Stitch will actually kill all 4 of those. Blimey. You know what? Let's just kill him. Kill him and be done with it. Mobius Vine. Restoring hit points in combat. This can get up to 20 poison damage. It's interesting. It's not that good. Ink tap on defeating an enemy, gain a will. That's huge. So we're taking the ink tap for certain. And collecting an orb, inflict 15 stacks of poison on the nearest enemy. I quite like that. We're not going to get up to 6 poison though. Let's re-roll for the moment. Another Cloak of the Conspirator is not going to help us. We'll re-roll again. Another Traitor's Dagger would be amusing, but I want something that's going to give us more magic damage. Okay, let's give it one more go. The Vow Mark is fine. Sea Trickle's probably more useful because of the plus to crit damage. Let's get that. But not happy with any of them. Okay, let's go talk to the Chronicler because that is actually on our list of things to do. I can hear those vestiges from here, Needless, humming to the tune of new life. In the end, that's all the ink wants. In fact, the only reason we're in this predicament is because of not enough singing. While it may take a dive or two before the sea catches the song those vestiges are singing, so go ahead and do whatever it is you do, Needless. Don't forget to come back soon. Cool, that's giving us a new potential vestige to work with. And in here, Dun's Head is pretty nice. What could we swap out? We could swap out the Outlawed Works. We can swap out the Bramble Dolus. Yeah, I think swapping out the Bramble Dolus. We can't interact with the Chronicler anymore. So, for now, let's push on. Uncommon Augment, Rare Augment? Yeah. That's where the magic's going to be. We can use some of our Glyph Globes on this as well. Okay. On turn start, the nearest enemy gains 50% of their max hit points as shield. That's what's happened there, I see. If I get a little bit closer, we can hit all of them quite nicely. Bind you two up. Come down a teeny bit this way, actually. I can bind you two up at the same time. Then we'll get a constrict on everyone. Grab this, and we'll get a stitch. Just there. And with 2 enemies defeated, we get 2 will. Oh my god, that is so handy. That is so incredibly handy. Right, well, we'll go to Shield Wall, which is going to give us a nice thing of Spiked. And then we'll constrict both of these. So we're going to take a teeny bit of damage, but that is really quite powerful. Hit you. Hit you. Constrict the 2 of them. I think we're just focusing on this guy. He's going to jump over here. So we're not going to take any unnecessary damage. Right, I can bind you two up. I can bind you up. Let's get Constrict, give everyone some poison. Because everyone loves a stack of poison. We can get a nice stitch here. That gives us 8 will to work with. Holy moly. You know what, let's grab this now. Because that means we can get another serrated sweep on you. We can also shield wall up, then we don't need to worry about moving through the area. And just focus on maximum damage on this guy. Well, he's gonna die. It's pretty impressive. And look at that, we've actually got 3 things to interact with here. So first up, make Spiked Wall better? Make Cleave, Inflict, Shatter? Ooh. Let's re-roll these because there's going to be more potential awesome in that. Potent Stitch plus 50 damage is actually huge. And this one, Cross Stitch, extra damage for each thread attached to you. That's got the potential to be even more. But the extra crit damage on critical constrict, I really like that because we guarantee crits so much. So we'll get that one. And then hiding in the back is an ascension for constrict. Okay, I should once again look and see what we have for the Weaver. So we've had Rope Burn, we've had Strangulate. So Entwine is the last one. 250 damage split evenly between them. I think that's fine. Hey, and that gives us the Weaver's mini Montera. I do like being able to look. It's nice being able to look up and see what potential things you've got left to do. Okay, I think we'll burn the Sea Trickle. So let's go to the Vestigial Shrine. So that gives us a little bit more Reaver, which is, of course, really good for us. New potion. It's the same as what we've already got. That's fine. Uncommon augment, rare augment. Maybe the heroic vault. We could always look to improve our vestiges. Hello, Inkpot. Right, we're going to hex you. And we're going to do that. Let's hit these two first. Just on the edge to get them both. I love that. Okay, serrated sweep. Grab this. Then we can do entwine. Even more traitors. And by killing stuff, it's actually giving us even more benefit. Let's kill both of those. That was a hell of a lot of damage from the Stitch. We can get you killed. And that means we can just focus on this guy. Ink Tap is so handy. Let's not do the shield wall. Let's just hit him and dodge out the way. Okay, because we didn't get hit, we have crit charge again. Let's move up a teeny bit. Can I get both of these at the same time? Just about. Very nice. Okay. Entwine. Grab this. Entwine again. Oh, no, no, no. Stitch first. That kills all three of them. Then I can entwine you. Then I can hit you with a critical thread. I mean, we could shield wall. You know what? Let's shield wall just in case. Thread over here. Thread over there. No, we're taking a little bit of damage. I should have paid more attention to that. Thread on those two. Entwine everyone. Grab this. Let's get a really big cleave going. And that leaves just you left, mate. Yeah. So I lost a little bit of health because I wasn't paying attention for where my feet were. That's not a problem. So what have we got? We can re-roll these, of course. Amulet of Floral Transposition. On being hit without taking damage, your next attack deals double damage. That's kind of cool. Let's look at the other one first. Bead of Ivy, Coin of Shadow. So I don't think we'll get any of these. And I'm not super keen on these right now, but we want to do some re-rolling. Pocket Watch of Alacrity is very, very interesting. The Faded Mandela is kind of cool. Doesn't give us any sets that we didn't already have. Sorry, like bump us up to actually a threshold for them. Gain Omni damage per current will. That's very cool. On consuming an item in combat, this vestige gains 20 Omni damage. That really wants you to just be glugging everything, doesn't it? Let's go for the Inkly map. It's going to make our openers bigger. And if we kill mobs, then we'll get more benefit from it. Oh, cool. We'll get to destroy something. Yeah, let's get rid of the outlawed works. Okay. Outlawed works is going to go. So that gives us enchanted. And then we can come down here and re-roll Burden of Wisdom. That'll do. So we're going to lose physical damage, which is really going to affect Serrated Sweep and Entwine. But this is only temporary until we destroy it. And it gives us the magic damage as the Weaver, which is what our objective for this run was. I really wish I could burn it right now, actually. Maybe I can burn it at Carver's Refuge. Or swap it out for something else at Carver's Refuge. Let's eat the fish. Okay, we've got something we can buy. We can't burn anything, but we could at least buy something and replace it. Ooh. Armored Porcupine. Kind of spicy. The Faded Mandela would be actually a really good replacement for the Burden of Wisdom. There we go. And we can buy an augment while we're here. Ooh, critical constrict. Even more crit damage. Feels good to me. Pushing on. We have the captor. Well, we can hit everyone right at the start with this. It's killed 2 things. Sorry, it's killed 4 things, which has pushed up our will, which is going to be increasing our Omni damage. So Entwine is going to crit, and it's going to do so much crit damage. That's just obscenely good amounts of damage. Let's hit that. Oh, we can do him again. We can entwine him again. It's not going to crit though this time, but it's still worth us doing that. Just keep hitting. Just keep hitting. So he's going to hit a transition. We're not going to take any damage, I'm assuming, because he's going to spawn something out. But yeah, there's the phase shift. So he's already hexed. I think we need to weave as many things as possible together. I mean, of course we do. That kind of goes without saying. But we want to do it super quickly so that we can get the benefit of that. Now, hypothetically, where would I need to go to? I need to go to here to get U2. And if I was to come up this way, I can get U2 as well. And the reason I do that is so we can do the entwine, which is going to kill one. You know what? Let's get this first. That's going to give us more damage. So entwine killed one of you. Get Stitch, which is going to kill 2 of you. We can threat to kill another one of you. There's the shield wall, so we're not going to take any damage. And now everything else is just a bonus. More poison damage. More poison damage. We have been soul shackled. Well, let's entwine him for... Oh my god, look at how much damage that's going to do. I'm going to grab this and hit him with everything we got. Cool, that was defeating both the Captor and the Rhinferno in the same run. Right, we're going to ascend Stitch, so let's have a look and see what we have on those. For the Weaver, Stitch. We've got Splice already. So I guess that means we're getting 87 damage to a threaded enemy for each thread. Nearby threaded enemies are pulled towards the center and take equal damage. Yeah. And over here, augmenting critical Stitch with... I do like the extra crit damage on it. It's good. It's good. Right, heal up a teeny bit, and we'll move forwards to the final area. Give me all that money. Heroic Vault and Ancient Vault. Who knows what we'll find over here. What we'll find is a lot of mobs to be able to target. Gonna hit you, can hit both of these guys. Let's entwine them. That gets another one killed. So would do a lot of damage. So we'll kill you. So let's do that. We're taking no damage from anything now. I'll grab this. Let's entwine them again. And that'll do. Okay. One thread there, one thread there. Let's sew them together and not even worry about it. 6 left over. Okay, we can hit you quite nicely. I can come across and get you 3. We can get an entwine in. Grab this. We can sew those 3. And entwine him to finish him off. Okay, we'll get the augment first. Tightened Constrict. Extra damage is good because that then gets boosted by the crit damage. And then what have we got in these? T for 2, Tongue of the Frozen Flame, and the Unstave. None of them are particularly interesting for what we're doing right now. None of these are massively interesting for this point either. Next up is the Carver's Refuge. Let's go see what's there, and then we might come back and re-roll and then burn something. We can't afford anything here. Ooh. That's a really interesting ring. Incrito is also very good for what we're doing right now. Okay, so if we're going to burn stuff, it's only to get the sets permanently. So let's have a look at which of the sets down here might give us a benefit. Vigorous isn't going to affect it. Fabled isn't going to affect it. Everfrost, Bolton, Warden might, and nothing there. Thaumaturge Molten, Quelling Hoarder Vigorous, Starwalker, Expert Binder. So at the moment, Warden is the best. I'm going to re-roll these. Ooh. there's now more potential. There is now more potential. We're not going to get up to 4 mythos, which is a real shame. But we could get Inventor. Or we could get Expert Binder. I think Inventor's going to be more useful for us. So let's take Inventor. We'll swap that over. We'll just go burn it and come back. And then in here, we can't afford to re-roll any of them. We can still get Expert Binder, though. So yeah, let's do the same thing. Okay, I think we're ready to move on. Let's go face the Shadow of Runestone. Now, things do start off quite far apart. We could drink to make our attack bindings do double damage, but I think to start off with, hitting those two like that and actually from what I want to do is I want to get this guy running into the boss. Okay, just about made that work. So if we entwine, we're going to do quite a bit of damage, but we're going to take quite a bit of damage. And then this is just out of range for us, which is a real shame. All right, let's use the shield. And now we can focus on actually killing some things. So we need to hit both of you down here. That gives us controlled weaving. Let's have the potion of power. We'll get the entwine off. That's maximum damage to everyone. In fact, if I come to here and then we do... I need to hit you so you'll run into this thing. Can we kill this guy? No. But it's going to do like almost no damage. So if we step out of the area, we're fine. Air quotes fine. We can get a sew on these two. And gives us that. Hitting him makes the most sense. You know what, I'm tempted to leave that there for this turn. Let's get the shield wall. We don't want to hit this guy and hurt him anymore. We want him to run into the boss. So that will do quite nicely. Okay, you're going to charge at me. If I move out of the way, you're just going to hit him perfectly. So that's good. We're going to hit you. We're going to hit you. So everyone is hit. Let's get an entwine on. So we'll kill him, which gives us back the willpower. And from here on out, just maximum damage on you and you is really what we want. Entwine seems like the most sensible of those. Maybe another Sow to really reduce his damage down. Yeah, we're not going to do any further damage to him. But we have gone through one phase shift already, so that's quite nice. Need to hit both of you down here. Let's pick this up. We'll do a Sow to kill both of these. Ooh, it's not quite going to kill them. How is it not going to kill them? They've got so much health. I thought we were doing more damage than that. Okay, well, we need to save at least one for the shield wall. Let's go back to where we were. Entwine gets a good amount of poison out. So we'll do some damage. That's good. We're not going to be able to hit both of them, so I think what we do is we try and get this guy to run into the main boss, and we do the shield wall. Let's do the shield wall now, so I don't forget. And we'll try and hit you. And it looks like he is gonna hit, but we're gonna take a lot of damage from this. Hey look, we've knocked him down. It's a shame we can't use this as an opportunity to heal. He's already threaded, so I think we just do what we can. Okay. He's immune until next turn. We may as well try and get a bit more central. Him being immune, I think, also means we can't even like put poison stacks on him. Okay, I need a little bit on you. I need a little bit on you. Entwine. Try and get Sow down here. So that kills one, injures one. Let's come across and try and direct him. There we go. I'll grab this, grab that. So we can do a shield wall. This is not quite going to hit. Let's do the shield wall now, because I want to be able to get out the way. Just like that. Is what we're going to be doing. So is going to do a decent grip of damage. All right, let's move out the way. That can hit everyone, which is wonderful and a lot of damage. But it might be better for us to do the weaving first. try and get the hands running into... Well, it's a tough call. It's a really tough call. Let's get all the poison out that we can. It's like we can get a bit out of the area, but we need to go further out of the area if we're not going to take that much damage. Like, that's probably the ideal place for us to get to. And that's not going to give us enough oomph to actually get out of the zone. They're kind of fixed on where they're going. 17 might be the least damage that we can... You know what? Shield Wall. Shield Wall will help. And we can sew on you. Why did I not think of that? So if I come down a teeny bit and hit you... I'm still going to take 13 damage, but at least you're going to run into the boss. Nice big hit. Nice big hit. I will take that, and I will just keep hitting where I can. There we go. And it is defeated. Well, we ticked off quite a few quests on that one. Love it. Win with the Essence of Quillian. That's the legendary thing that we picked up. So we've got another trinket key unlocked. Ooh, forged lightning bolts. Factory. That's a smite-based thing. And some cosmetic dust. And we've done enough on the victory board that we've unlocked the Swiftwind Helm. Okay. Pretty successful run, I would say. Now, I think this is probably where we're going to be leaving Inkbound. Obviously, there is plenty more to do, but the game is going to be releasing soon, and I suspect things are going to change just a little bit when it goes into 1.0. It's got a really, really good structure. And I'm obviously curious to see where it's going to be going, but I think we've run our course with it. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told whenever whatever series I run next goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for something else, possibly turn-based. See you soon.